I might not trade the ORB today, guys, because I don't know which accounts I could trade it, which ones I can't. I didn't prepare for this enough. 604 I could trade. I just don't want to trade any of my 605. 608, 596. Fuck, I can't focus. I am so like. I guess I could trade all these accounts. Hopefully this works. Oh, always last minute, but let's see. Maybe it'll be a clean one. Nope. Gonna be a loss. It's all right. At least I didn't trade many accounts. Oh, I was about to take it off. I want to take it off like for a small. I got it. Yeah, so late, long night last night for Cinco de Mayo. I have so many payouts. I requested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have more payouts. It's a wild start to the month. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on TPT again today. I didn't request a payout from yesterday, so it's only $300. Yeah, good morning, guys. Lag. I see. Like I don't get lag. I don't know why people get lag. I really don't. I know some people do, and I never do. So like I don't understand what's the cause. Even my local friend has very bad lag. Always complains about it. Yeah, I know it's at the opening bell, but with Apex, I never have any issues. With TPT, I think there's some issues, but we're gonna trade TPT today, and then I'll fill you guys in. I totally forgot that on Apex, when you reach 6 payout, you get to withdraw the whole account. You guys remember that on legacy accounts? So when I went to request a payout yesterday, and I saw that I could request $8,000, I was like, "What?" So now I don't know what to do. I guess I'll close that account. I don't think I could run it up anymore. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to run up 1,000 at least on TPT, and then we'll see. I gotta look at the Apex. See, we're gonna trade maybe some Apex accounts. There's definitely some accounts I could trade. It's just I didn't get focus in time because these are the payouts that I have pending, and I requested these 4 yesterday. But this is the payout I was talking about. Look. Very proud of myself. But yeah, Cinco de Mayo was a little late night. We played golf in my simulator. After the place we went to, we came to my house and yeah. And it's funny, we went to this bar and grill, and next to us was my friend that like I know him really well, but like we're not friends. It's, like, we don't hang out, but like he's been to many weddings. I've done many of his friends' weddings. He was at the wedding. We got close at the wedding in the yard I did. He was there. And he golfs. So we booked a tea time on Friday. So there will be no stream on Friday again. But it's all good. And yesterday golf was a lot of fun. All right, let's see if we could get some profits here. We need to take advantage of the volatility early on, but 120 point range already. I got very lucky on the opening range. Thought I was gonna lose today for sure, but see, lagged. See, TPT lags, like now it lagged again. Logged me out and then logged me in. Good morning, Simplistic. 5 days of TPT payout. Let's go. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. You get hooked on TPT. TPT is like a LSD drug. Once you get the taste of it, nothing beats it. I don't know if I should buy 380s. I want to. But on the longer time frame, this could be weak today, but we'll see. Well, it's a 3-letter acronym or whatever it's called. That's why. That's why that comparison. I don't know anything about both, so I do know about TPT though. Well, clearly you guys know more than I do. Damn it. Just can't get an easy trade. The levels are just not. Nice trap there. Good morning, Joshua. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We will be doing a giveaway today. But we need some likes. I guess 480 maybe short. I don't know. I'm waiting patiently. I hate waiting so long for a trade though. Yeah, I think Avalanche is gonna win, cats. I think Avalanche is gonna win the whole thing. I don't see anyone taking them down, to be honest. They're gonna East. Who could take them down? Even though East was like a stronger conference, I don't see any like great teams. Some good teams, but I don't know. Once the Rangers kind of sucked, I was not as obviously engaged. I don't even know who won the Eastern Conference. The NHL website doesn't even have standings anymore. Like, what the hell? Where are you? Okay, so Sabres were pretty good. Then Hurricanes. Okay. Yeah, but the Avalanche are just good. All right, let's see if we could get this 480. I'm jumping in a little early, but damn it. Should have hit the ask button, not the bid. Not looking good. Why are we asking about the giveaways? I don't like when people ask about giveaways. It looks very needy. You have to be subscribed for at least a day. And it's later on. The reason why we do giveaways is for regulars. People that are here for the right reasons get something. Like I'm not a huge fan of when people just come in for giveaways. Come on. If I was patient for 480, we would have been fine, but I was not patient for 480. Can I give you $1,000, please, for trading? Yes, sure. I just made 400, so we're almost there. I could almost do it. I'm not trading safely with TPT though. Definitely doing some silly stuff. Good morning, Bella. How we doing? How is travel world? I mean, how is travel life? Traveling the world? Always on the plane? She always flies. This 480 might keep rejecting. Holy smokes, just past 3 top step accounts, hardest last $87 of my life. Isn't that funny how it works? It's all mental. Damn. Yeah, 480 would have been nice. Black Coffee Trader, good morning. How we doing? Oh, damn. No. I chased that. Let me be smart with it and just take quick profits. Damn it, guys. We could have had so much more. I would have bought that 420. Wow, that's the bounce you want. 25 points. Oh, man. All right, up 850. 875. Crime candle. Those are the best candles. Look at it. Look at it just bounce. Wow. Look at it bounce. Is it allowed to have one fast trade like this on Apex Live? Yeah, why not? Especially on the live, yeah, but the only prop firms that I know that have like a restriction on some fast trades, like you can't have all your trades to be like this, is TRADEIFY and LUCID. That's the only two I know on top of my head. But it's very easy to get by it. Wow. That's a 60-point bounce. I got scared because I chased. I wanted to get filled lower and then I got missed. So I chased it. 15 points. I mean, that's a big difference. Could have easily had $1,000 already. Because that happened so fast. That's what I was trying to do, 20 longs, but got missed. But I'm gonna go get my, well, I don't have a drink, but I have one. It's just it's warm. So I gotta put it in the freezer and then we'll drink it later. Give me 2 seconds. You know what? It's not that warm. Sheesh, that's a squeeze though. I'm scared to short that. On website, they say minimum trade hold time is 2 minutes. What? Can you email a screenshot to me? That would be the first time I hear that. I'm on legacy account, so to me it doesn't apply, but that's still something that I've never heard of. Why legacy? Because I just been on my one of my best runs ever, I guess. I have not blown them since January and February, so I still have the old accounts. I actually have I have one that's uncapped, and there's gonna be more uncapped. So uncapped means I'm on 6 payout, so I could take everything from the account. It's my goal, I guess. Like I forgot about that. Like I logged in yesterday to request payouts, and look, it says I could request 8,300, the full balance. Totally forgot that you could do that because it's been so long since I got there. I've been on one of my best trading streaks, and I gotta give it up for ORB, of course. ORB has been very consistent. I've adapted to it a little bit where I have a 2-to-1 risk reward almost. So it makes it a lot easier to lose. And then, with meeting Ocala and talking about 80-20, and actually we didn't talk about it that much. I kind of more looked into it afterwards, to be honest. Because at that time when we on the Ocala met in person, we talked more about metals. Because that's when things were happening with metals, right? So that was like the topic of conversation more so. And then you kind of, touch base on the 80-20, and then just started to do it a little bit, and now I'm on my best streak. So I definitely got to give him credit too. Because January before the conference was my worst month, second worst month ever, basically. And from February on, I've been on one of my best runs ever. But it could be a lot better too. And there's been a lot of up and downs as well. It's not been easy. It's just the fruits of the labor are showing now. It wasn't a quick path. And that is hard to do unless you fully reset. If you don't fully reset after you lose accounts that you've had for a while, you're gonna want to get to payout so fast instead of slowly. Confidence in execution? I don't know about that, but I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure he's talking about alpha trading. I'm pretty sure alpha trading has 2-minute hold time, not Apex, but we'll see. How do you put a position without stop loss and go get a bagel? Because sometimes watching the trades actually so see, it's almost like the opposite thing. Like I almost have more confidence walking away because I know, like if I just placed the order here at 420 and I walked away, I would have made way more money than I did actually trading it. Sometimes you just get in the way, but the way I'm trading this account is definitely a lot more risky because I've already made over $2,000 on this account withdrawn. So I'm a little bit more risky versus with Apex. I'm more, because I have to be. I don't know if it's a good idea with TPT to be risky because if I lose this account, it's going to hurt. But no, David, that's all right. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't Apex. But yes, Alpha, yes, does have 2-minute hold time. So I will never trade with them. 2 minutes with NQ is literally like suicide. If you're forced, of course. You think May could be 50K plus month? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely need TPT to like step up and TPT does well. Yep, compound effect and just a little bit of consistency. And I've had red days. It's just I almost blew my accounts once or twice. Once definitely was close. Like I was like down 3,500 just on the final straw. That was crazy. It could still happen. But looking at my balances now, I gotta be careful. I should milk these accounts as long as I can before I get put on live. And I gotta build. My TRADEIFY and LUCID ASAP. It's not 80-20 by Ocala, but it's inspired by 80-20 by Ocala, yes. I don't trade the same like style. I just trade the levels. But the most money I make is from ORB, which is my opening range trade that I do every morning at 9:30 a.m. That's where a majority of my money comes from. Because I copy trade the most at that time. See if we get filled on the way up. All right, I'm in. Sold one. I'm going to break even this because I know I'm going to get greedy and then I'm going to just regret it. So either going to bounce, we're going to get another like 10 points, 15 points out of this, or I'm going to break even stop because if I don't, I'm going to just get greedy and hold. And it's probably 380 might be a better buy. Nope. That rejection I didn't like. Should have went up. We're up $1,245. That's almost 1,000. Because they take 20%. So, but we also have 370 from yesterday. So, not bad. $1,000. Yeah, and it's like the reason why like I removed the blow updates as of right now is because obviously ORB has been better. Makes it a lot easier. And number two, Apex kind of forced me to use a stop loss. So it kind of made it a little bit easier. Damn it. Oh, so close. This is my favorite where it's like it drops and then just instant buy up. I mean, we would be out right now for 20 points and close to $2,000, but unfortunately. The levels are just not getting touched. I don't have a specific system for copy trading. As far as what I group and whatnot, so it's kind of random, but not random in the sense where I don't put any thought into it. There's of course some thought into it. With Apex, like for example, any accounts that are pending payouts, I don't trade, right? So that's why, like last night, it was a late night. It was Cinco de Mayo. We went to sleep at 2 a.m. So I woke up super late this morning. So I didn't get to finish my copy trading for Apex. There's a lot of more accounts I could trade with Apex right now. I just didn't get to put them in. So I should have traded more Apex accounts. Lucid and TRADEIFY, I will trade with Apex in copy trading form. Like TPT, I will not copy trade with Apex. especially at the open because of, damn, what a freaking bounce. One of my friends goes, I am struggling today. He's a delivery driver. He's a truck driver. And then my other friend goes, I'm ready to start day trading. Chris is my inspiration. And then the other guy, he goes, I'm ready to golf every day. He got hooked. Wow, what a bounce. Oh my God. Imagine we got that 380. Did anyone buy that 380? Oh my God, this market's so beautiful right now. This is the best price action, except if like, oh my God, just 5 more points. Savage, you're savage. That's nice. If I wasn't up as much, I probably would have chased a little bit. Really is. It really is crazy how the 80 and 20 levels actually do work. Obviously, there's some other stuff that you gotta pay attention to make it a higher win rate, but I mean that 380 was absolute juicer. See if we could get to 520. Trader 007, hello. Wow, this is absolute beauty of a bounce. Damn. This could be like the big trade. You catch one of these on TPT and wow. Money's just printing. This 480 is definitely a little bit of a factor, but I just don't like the wicks above it. But yeah, it looks like 520 I would short. But I definitely prefer longs. Even though the longer time frame is a little sketch. This starts rolling over. But If it does, then we'll adjust. Today is actually amazing. I think it's amazing PA because there's a lot of volatility. I love range. I use a software called QUANTOWER, and it's not available on Mac. Niels, are you in the chat? There is a guy in the chat that has his own software that is Mac compatible. I believe. I think that was the one. If you're interested. But honestly, if you're on the Mac, your best bet is to trade on TRADEIFY or TradeC and then buy a PC once you get some payouts. You don't need that much of power. Yeah, some people use Motive Wave as well for Mac. How many TPT accounts do you have? Just one. One funded, one eval. I will be getting. That's what I should have done. At least be more aggressive on an eval. I don't know why I'm not copy trading the eval either. Like, I should just be copy trading. I guess I don't want to do damage to both. Yep, you could use Bootcamp or whatever it's called with the VMware or something where you have Windows installed. I used to trade like that back in the day. I used to trade on Mac because for music and for DJing, Mac only. Like, no one uses Windows. So I used to have, I actually have a Mac Mini somewhere I don't use. Probably should do a giveaway on that. That would be a pretty sweet giveaway. Wouldn't that be a sweet giveaway? Pretty sure I have one. Bought this thing, used it for photo booth, and then I never used it again. But probably use it for something else. But it would be a cool giveaway. We're just taking the scalps today, guys. $1,500. I'm not, $1,600. I am not gonna complain. Might call it a day on this TPT account. I'll be able to request almost $2,000 between yesterday and today. So that's gonna be like $1,600 after fees. Account reviews. What kind of violation did you have? long. Yep. All right. Got it to 2,000. Just wanted to get it to $2,000. So between yesterday's profit and today's profit, I am up $2,025. So that's how much I'll be requesting from TPT today. So that's going to be it for TPT. Now we're going to either work on TPT eval or Lucid evals or something like that. Or I could trade some Apex accounts as well. Gonna be a good time. You will most likely not be able to buy more evals. I would, whatever account you have left, I would just focus on other props at the moment. Don't waste your time waiting on the review. I don't know if the accounts are on the review for payout or not. That's a different story. But if you're just waiting for a review of your account and you don't have payouts pending, there is no TRADEIFY on QUANTOWER, no. I'm assuming you're on the eval ban holder, which a lot of people are on. Not sure why they do that. I really have no words. All right, we're gonna switch over to the eval maybe. I don't know. I would like to make more on TPT. I never push on TPT, but I pushed for $1,700. That's a solid day for me. I usually stop trading TPT at like, $500-600. Where can I buy your indicator? The $1 million indicator.com. But for you, it's going to be only 20 grand. It's usually $1 million. But for you, my friend, just 20,000. You can make that on TPT in 1 day. Easy. Obviously, I'm joking. I don't know what indicator you're talking about. I don't use any indicators. But I heard there's some good money in indicators, selling indicators. So maybe I should come up with something and do something. What makes TPT the best platform in your opinion? There's 3 main things. Daily payouts. Obviously, daily payouts are number 1 reason. However, there's other options for daily payouts. So any platform that has daily payouts is good. So they get put in that category. However, with TPT, there's no limit how much you could withdraw at the moment. There's no limit how much you could withdraw. And if you withdraw a lot, they're going to put you on the live account, which is actually better than the sim account. And then you could keep withdrawing from that. So there's no limit on how much you could make on TPT versus other platforms. There's a limit on how much you can make. And if you get put on live with any other platform, it's a downgrade to your sim, right? With TPT, it's an upgrade. There's no other platform out there that has an upgrade when it comes to the live accounts. So when you look at longevity, TPT is number 1. There's just no other platform that you can make as much money with as TPT. And that's what I would classify that, being the best. Because trade day is very similar, but trade day will put you live with 1 account, whatever. They didn't ban you probably if you blow that, so it's just a lot different. This market definitely has a lot of whippiness. Oh, we have data delay on TRADEIFY. Hate that. That could happen in the beginning of the month. I don't know why you would have it now. I'm not sure if it's gonna resolve by its. Okay, so you had accounts before. Okay, maybe that's why. I would just send a message to support@takeprofittrader.com just in case, so that way you're not wasting too much time. It should resolve itself, but if it doesn't, at least you send a message or email. Let me see if I have one more Take Profit Trader account to give away. Because if I do, then that's what we're gonna give away. Yep. We're gonna give away a Take Profit Trader account today. I'm gonna switch over to an eval because I think I'm scared. No more Phidias. I'll trade with Phidias again. Just not at the moment, but I'll trade with them again. I like Phidias. Bull Knox, Phidias, TRADEIFY. I'm just so locked in with Apex and I'm trying to get locked in with TPT. And then once I do that, then it's, you know, like when I lose an account, I don't like go right back to it because it's auxiliary prop firms. Only TPT Apex is my always have accounts with, basically. Everything else is like if I lose an account, I don't always go back to it right away. Like when I lost my TRADEIFY account, I didn't go right back. I still don't have a TRADEIFY account. I got to work on them because that's the problem I have is I wait, and then I rush. Instead of just doing I could pass the TPT, I mean not the TPT, the TRADEIFY and LUCID evals doing the opening range trade. That's all I got to do. It will take me over a week or two, but I'm not even thinking about it, right? I'm not wasting my energy trying to pass it. It's just going to happen naturally if it does. I'm close to passing one TPT. No, that's Lucid. TPT is still far away, actually. All right, hopefully. Can this go to 520, please? Well, how would I trade it once funded? You see me trading it, right? You see me trading it, so that's how I would trade it. And how I would pass it is you're gonna see in a second. I'm gonna trade it right now. I'm not gonna trade it much different than the funded, the only thing I'm gonna do is be a little bit more aggressive maybe and try to hold for a little bit bigger target. Because they would need to be very big. TPT is one of the biggest prop firms, so they have the user base. I don't think any other prop firm right now starting up could copy TPT and not be in danger. Like there's other prop firms like Trade Day, and they don't get the traction. Trade Day is very similar to TPT, and they don't get the traction TPT does. Just because there's less marketing, it's not exactly the same. In some ways, it's better. You have end of day drawdown instead of trailing drawdown. But there's less invested in marketing, so they're not as popular. So they're gonna they're gonna put you live much faster. Yeah, on the eval trade day has more stricter consistency, but on the funded stage it's pretty much the same. Trade day was also 7-day evals, wasn't it? Come on, let's go to 520, 520, 520. Can she get there? The TPT eval. Let's start one. My desktop really loud. Sorry, guys. I don't have my headphones in today, so. Ooh, we got filled on all three. All right. So, like, if I filled 520, we would be already up so much more. So that's sometimes not being patient is absolute disaster. So this is an eval. So I will let this obviously give me like close to at least 1,000. If this was a funded, I'll probably take off already. I was up like $600. Whoa, what a glitchy fill. Come on, a little bit more. Those are just levels so I could see visually. So every 20 and every 80 have a line. You don't need the lines. You could just look at the price, right? But visually, it just lets me kind of trade it. But I would like this to sell off a little bit more, but it's not. It's not doing it. It's not doing it in the fashion I would like to see, like this. This buy right there was that was a trade of the day, but missed it. Another good day, yeah. Hopefully we could continue. Oh no. Very strong. Very, very, very strong. Hopefully we get a turn. Oh, I forgot I never have this on. I haven't had this on the stream in a few days. So you could see my positions better. Can this turn? 187 watching, 63 likes. We need 150 likes for a giveaway, guys. 150 likes and we'll start the giveaway. Dustin. It's all right, Black Coffee Trader. You were busy trading. We're also going to be giving away a hat. But for hats only, you have to be in the US. We can't afford to ship outside of the US. The budget will not. I got a bunch of hats to send out, so I want to go all at once to the post office, to UPS. Actually, UPS packs it for you, so don't short before 600. Well, too late. That's just an eval. No sweat. Damn, this has been a brutal grind. I had profit on this trade too, of course. Of course, we get greedy because it's an eval. Should roll over here, I hope, before it goes higher. I won't get greedy this time, I promise. I'm going to take it off as soon as I see profit. Yeah, I'm not a fan when it grinds like that either, actually. Good point. It's gotta be quick just in case it does end up dumping. Time to cut it. It's just an eval. I'm not worried. If it was a funded, definitely would have to be careful. Well, if it was a funded at payout. If it's a new funded, then probably would treat it the same as an eval at the same cost, right? I guess the time you lose what sucks, but this could roll. This could roll over. Could squeeze as well, but I'm not down a lot. Only $500. Paper trading on QUANTOWER. There used to be an option. I don't know if there is one. Um, someone could chime in. There might be a simulator actually. Hold on. Yeah, there's a trading simulator. I don't know how this works. I don't really know how this works, but I guess there is something about it. Oh, we're grinding higher, bastards. All right. That was a quick, like 5, 6 points. Just getting the average down a little bit. Down only $400, now 300. There's a warning that it's not real. Damn it. I was hoping there isn't one so we could scam. So we could make $1 million and tell everyone that we did it with ICT. But now they're going to know it's not real. So there goes the plan. There goes the plan. Haven't heard ICT for a minute. I follow a few people on Twitter that use it, so there's one guy that's I'm pretty sure he's just trolling, rage baiting, but you got stopped out at 49. Yeah, I hope it pulls back 50 points. Down to 500. Bring it. Hope you're right. Hope it doesn't bounce off this 520. That's what I'm hoping. So strong. Not sure I want to hold this for profit anymore. Maybe just to break even. When it's grinding like this, it's very uncertain which way it's gonna go. That's why I hate. Yeah, not good. Can it reject and dump? Just one washout. That's all I want. Just one quick washout, and then you could go higher. Man, this is bad. This is down bad. Boring. Hit that like button. 150 likes. We do a giveaway for TPT. 50K TPT eval going to one of you guys today. We either do the giveaway now, if you hit 150 likes, or a little bit later. Looking forward to that TPT. Yeah, I wish I had long this 420s. This eval's gonna get cooked. If you have 15 accounts, 5 accounts with 3 prop firms, how would you trade them? I definitely would not trade one at a time during ORB. ORB, I would copy trade, and then throughout the day, I would trade one at a time. But it just depends on what prop firm it is and how the connection is at the open. This thing is grinding. It's surprising. If you look at the longer time frame, it looks so weak in the sense where, like, not weak, but it looks like it could just roll over. Longs just always win in the stock market. Who's Zach? Where can you tell which prop firm has a dedicated server? You could just, when you log in. It's talking about me? Oh, you're talking about me. Okay. My name is Chris. No worries there. I don't have a calendar, but I could show you like my Apex account, I guess, that have like the daily fluctuations of P&L. Like, you want to see this? So this is a lifetime of this account. So this is going back to January 13th. So let's see. I have 1 big red day. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 red days out of 60. So like days like this, you could easily blow up if you don't cut the loss. Like, even you just don't call it a day, you know? You could see like I'm down 486, but I was down a lot more because I traded a lot. Versus this was just my opening range trade, so I called it a day. Same thing here. I made back the loss from the opening range trade, so that was down $1,200, and I made it back to 400. So that's like one account. And they're gonna be very similar because I copy trade, but let's pull up another one. Let's pull up something like this. So this one's from March 4th. Newer account. So I definitely take losses, but not often. And when I do, I don't mind it in the first and that account's pending payout. I don't mind it the first time, but then when I do it a few days in a row, that's when I get frustrated. Or if the market's just doing me dirty, I hate it. How do I get to that? It's in your accounts. It's in your accounts. Yeah, it's, but trading on tilt, it's like January didn't make any money, then February I made 28,000, then in March I made 21,000, and April I made 48,000. So you could see how it fluctuates based on like how you're trading and how you did the month prior. The month prior oftentimes dictates your success for the next month because of the buffer and how long it takes to get these accounts to payouts. Like with Apex, there's some payout. Let me show you the payouts. Look, payout number 1, 26 days. Payout number 1, 31 days, 26 days. So it takes me over a month of trading to get to one payout, So it's like those payouts are made from the month before. Oh, wait, we're green. Chat, we're green and we're not focused. Oh, man, I messed that up. But I'm going to take one more off just to give us a reset. Could have taken that off for break even. I think 520 is going to hold. And then we're going to 580 right now. Hope I'm wrong. Yeah, it looks like 520 held. But now we got only one contract, so we're good. Damn. That 520 bounce. Matt Kors still hasn't gotten his payout? I guess not. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know the story behind it at all, actually. Damn it. Could have gone out break even. I just... That 520 is the king, right? Gotta always protect or play as of like, if I wasn't short, would I be longing at 520? Look how beautiful that was. Why didn't I just flip? Now we got a short at 580. And hope that it's good. Hey Alpine, nice job on the pro account. Yes, thank you. $2,000 coming out today. So I'm already up $3,000 on TPT on May. Way to go, Alpine. Way to go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a blessed 2 months so far. Oh, what a 520 bounce. Jesus. This account probably will get blown. Just gonna keep grinding higher. We had a chance to get out, but I just was too slow. So if I would have been able to get out for small profit or break even, we would have saved it, but it just bounced too fast. Come on, just like a nice pullback. Is it worth to reverse position at break even? Yeah, sometimes. This account's gonna get blown and fine. I mean, I made a mistake. Couple mistakes, but number one, this was a profitable trade. It's just it was an eval, so I let it go for a bigger profit, and now it's a losing trade. On the funded, it would have been profitable. I was up over $600. But you know, things happen. That 520 is just a key, like beautiful 80-20 trade. Like just gotta trust it. That's gonna hold. I think that's what it comes down to. Little trap. But it's all good. It's just a TPT eval. I mean, it does suck not to pass the second one, but we're only down 1,000. We got a long ways to go, but we do have 4 contracts now, so it could go against us quick. Hopefully 580 works. I mean, 580, like you're looking for 15 points, right? So 580, you literally cover at 65. That is like the trade. If you were to trade 80-20 with fundeds. Of course, I am in a little bit lower. I got 575 entry, so screwed myself there by 5 points. How many likes do we have? I don't have the stream open. We have 200 people watching, 230. Definitely hit that like button at 150 likes. We start a giveaway for a take profit trader and a hat. Officially last day for me, done with this. Come on, Ben. It's not what we want to hear. What happened? Talk to us. I've said that a million times when I started trading. Not when I started, but once I was in trading for a while, I said, I quit. This is my last day. And then next day I'm back. It's 580 perfect trade, except I'm kind of stuck. So 520 short worked. 520 long worked. 580 short worked. Except when you're looking for a big trade, sometimes if you're against the trend, you get ran over because you're holding too long. But again, should have stopped out already if anything, but we're just letting this work. Maybe we'll get lucky. If not, we try again. How do I prevent tilt? Not lose often. Because I get tilted as well. I get tilted when market does, not so much losing, but when market does like a dirty move where it stops me out and then goes to my target or misses my target by a couple ticks, then it goes to my stop loss. When stuff like that happens, that's when I tilt. I don't tilt just from a loss and then market. Like if I was wrong on the trade and it continues and I'm like, wow, I actually used a stop loss and it worked. In that case, I'm happy. But in this case, this is an eval. I've traded it poorly. I have like no feelings with it really. I would like to win, but every time I say that, it gets to my break even and I don't take it off. So there's something that I'm holding on for no reason. But there's something internally causing me to hold. That, I guess, that little glimpse of hope that it is gonna dump and we're gonna get a 50-point washout. But this is a textbook long. Like this is as beautiful of a long as it gets. But in hindsight, right? And in real time, it's so hard to believe that this is going to hold. But the reason why this pattern is holding is not because of this pattern. It's because of what's happening here, right? This is the reason why this held. Because there's so many shorts trapped from here. So that's why that held. A lot of times if the market just pushes straight up without a trap or whatever down here, this will just roll over or at least have a deeper pullback. But since there's so many shorts trapped, that's how I see it. You know, multiple times it looked like it was going to dump. That's why I didn't buy the 420s here. And then it held, and now it's getting to the point where it's squeezing. However, it could pull back at any time. Although, looks like 600s are on the table and then 620s. Someone was saying 600s. I don't know if they're long though. Hopefully they are. That's a nice call. It's the hope that kills. Yeah, hope and greed. Two. Fear, greed, and hope. Definitely those three things are a huge factor in trading, and a lot of people don't realize that in the beginning. So that's why they want to buy a course. They want to learn how to trade. They want to know how to copy someone in trading, and they don't realize so much of it has to do with mental side of things. Because you could lose in trading so many different ways, and they're all going to affect you differently. You know, on paper, it's a loss, but the way you got to the loss plays a huge role in how you, I guess, take it or experience it. If you're close to your take profit and then it goes against you, that loss is going to be different than if this, you get into a trade and it stops you out right away. Then what happens after you stop out? Right? What happens after you stop out? Does it continue higher against, like, would it continue to go against you, or did it reverse as soon as it stopped you out and went into your target? Like, all those factors are just like crazy. And for example, like, if I lose on this trade, it's going to hurt a little bit because it was a winning trade. So like 520, if I showed it at 520, this is a winning trade. I should have taken it off. Now 580, I showed it at 575 instead of 580. This would have been a winning trade because it's 65. That's 15 points. So if I traded this more like a funded account versus an eval, I would have been profitable. So it kind of is bothering me in a sense where it's like, why is it when I'm holding, right? So I'm holding these trades, it doesn't want to give it to me. But here, when I was covering, so I shorted, I covered, went way lower. I bought, I sold, went way higher. I bought, I sold. This one didn't really go that much higher, but eventually did. I bought and I sold, and this one a little bit higher. So like, why can't I just hold the right trade? Always when I hold, it doesn't actually come back. That's why I wish I could have a robot trading my strategy. You can just walk away. That's why sometimes like walking away when you have a trade on is better. Like people say it's gambling or whatnot. If you have stop loss and take profit placed, if you walk away, sometimes you will end up trading a lot better because you're not gonna get the emotions involved. The hardest part is walking away, not wanting to check. The best way to do it is walking away and doing something where it makes you forget about the trade for like 10 minutes. There's got to be like a, I don't know what you could do at home, but there's got to be something that will make you completely forget about the trade. So let's say you go outside and your neighbor starts talking to you and you're just having a conversation and then you just completely like blank out that you have a trade open or, something like that. Then it's a lot better. Sometimes I walk away with the open trade and I go in like, it happened yesterday actually. Was it yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago. I was reheating pizza. I left the trade open or an order open. I got filled into the order. I did not know. And I checked on the stream on my phone and I noticed I was in the trade and I just ran back into the office and I closed the trade instead of like, if I would have just not checked, I would have made a lot more money on that trade. How much are my trades limit orders versus market? I don't have a good ballpark, but I would say, well, like my opening range trade is a stop market order. So technically it's a market order, but you could look at it as a limit order in a sense where I'm placing the orders on the chart before the price gets there. I would say it's 50-50. Like for 80-20, sometimes I don't place orders ahead of time because I want to see how it reacts. But then you could get screwed and not get filled where you want. So like here, for example, this was a beautiful 420 bounce. I was waiting to see how that would react, and it bounced so fast that by the time I got in, it was already 14 points higher. So if I would have just left the order out there, it would have made a lot more money. But it just depends what you prefer. It doesn't make that much of a difference. When you do place limit orders, you will get better fills, obviously, especially with the market's very volatile. You're not going to get like those random spikes and then you press a button and within that microsecond, the price moved 5 points. So I traded with TRADEIFY, yes, but I have not been able to stay consistent with them yet. Let me borrow 250. 250 ain't gonna help you, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a giveaway. Maybe you'll win a free account, completely free account. Even if you pass the eval, you will not have to pay. So if I was doing not TPT, if I was doing TRADEIFY with my strategy, what I would do is, which I was doing it, I just blew the account because I was trading way too big of a size. And then I had that bad streak. I feel like every time I add a new prop firm, that's when I go on a bad losing day. So I'm like, I have like this superstition about it. But with TRADEIFY, the 10-second rule is for 50% of your trades. It's 50% of your trades. And my opening range trade sometimes takes longer than 10 seconds anyway. But on top of it, I would just trade the 80-20 strategy and that would balance itself out. Like I would not just do the opening range trade. I would do something else to balance, and basically reset the 10-second clock. That's the way you would get by it. It's really a stupid rule, but I understand why it exists. But there should be not only a time value, but there should be a tick value on like my funded futures used to have it. I think they took it off. They used to have it where it was 5 seconds or 21 ticks or 20 ticks, whatever. 5 points on NQ. So as long as your trade was over 20 ticks, you were fine. And I think that's better because what prop firms don't want, I guess, is people just scalping for 3-4 ticks, because you could really make good money doing that aggressively. And I guess prop firms don't want you doing that because it's kind of like, I guess, a little bit of an abuse in a sense. Now we're back to break even. Back to green now. So let's just take off the 2 we added and then let the others play out. But I would not worry about it too much. I would just trade normally and a lot of buying pressure still. My funded futures has 4 ticks without any time. Well, that's nice. I gotta try my funded futures, but the problem is they're TRADEIFY, so then the number one reason why DX feed's not good. The number one reason why I don't like using TRADEIFY accounts is not because of TRADEIFY, is because I can't show it on stream easily. Like you log into my stream, I gotta fix it. It used to be a lot cleaner. I had an issue with QUANTOWER and I lost all my settings, but nice dump. We're getting greedy again. But you could see, you log in at any time of my stream, you could see my PNL on my screen, all my accounts, right? With TRADEIFY, you can't. So like people will ask me, do you trade with TRADEIFY? Like they wouldn't know. Like now they will know because TRADEIFY has Rhythmic, but before that, they didn't. So I would trade with TRADEIFY and people wouldn't even know. Yeah, but DX feed is not good. And you can't really copy trade seamlessly to Rhythmic. If I was trading my funded futures separately, then DX feed would work, I guess. I guess I could do that. Maybe I'll try. But I know that my funded futures is pretty good right now. They have some, I think, rapid plan or whatever. It's is it better now? I haven't used it in like a year. That's good to hear. Alpine got greedy. Alpine. Alpine got greedy again. Come on, dump it. There's always a reason. Come on, man. Trade anyone doing the TRADEIFY Grand Cup? I'm getting out of this. I've held this trade for like 2 hours. Seems like. Let me just breathe, NQ. Let this account breathe. Give it a chance. You can make 80, 90K total. Yeah, that's why I like having those options, because eventually, like, I will need them. Now it's gonna dump since you got out. Yeah, let it dump. I wouldn't mind it dumping because I could buy it. I'm just happy to be able to trade with this eval still, because I could have blown it. I mean, I was only down 1,000 or something, so it's not, the market's not moving fast enough. But look at that 580. How beautiful. So a bounce of 520 right to 580, and now we're coming back down to 520. We have to have 150 likes. If we don't have 150 likes, you guys are terrible supporters. 140, come on. How come you're not trading trade day? Because I don't have 5 TPT accounts. If you do not hit the like button, you are not allowed to participate in the giveaway. Just so you know, you're not allowed. The like counter knows, okay? You will get a flat tire in the game. Not game, in the race. No games. It's all real. If you don't hit the like button, you're just going to get a flat tire the first 10 seconds of the race. All right, market's dumping now. Well, thank you, market, for all that. Ooh. All right. NQ doing NQ things. All right. I'm going to set up the giveaway in a second. Oh, dun, 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 dun. All right, so we're gonna do a giveaway in a second here, and nope, guys, nope, nope, nope. Fill out that link. This doesn't, the link doesn't clutter the chat. That's why I like doing it. And then I already have your emails, so use your email on the form. That's your TPT email, please. That way, when you win, I could just send that to them. Yeah, you could do that. But you don't have to give up your Mac. All you got to do is use Windows for trading and use Mac for everything else. I love Mac. Mac is my favorite, but obviously can't use it for everything. Mac. Yeah, I should trade some Apex accounts too. I gotta flip all of them at least. Yeah, you can use your Mac, but it's just not perfect. Yeah, TPT is getting paid, baby. We're growing some cojones. Wakala style. Been talking to Tyler a lot. Gotta step it up with TPT as well. We've been stepping up with Apex slowly, but TPT, we gotta trade well and trade continuously when things are going well. And not trade like yesterday. We didn't trade a lot because it was not good price action. Today it was a good price action, and we traded enough. Could have traded more, could have made more, but I am very happy with $1,700 plus yesterday, so it's gonna be a $2,000 payout. Nice, Raider. That's good. Got saved. Did you get saved with the long? Or did you get saved with this short here?
Rain or shine, we have the sale.
Oh, man. How many entries do we have for the giveaway? Let's see. All right, we got a decent amount. We got 80 people already. Alpha, you got to fill out a form that's pinned in the top of the chat. What's the most reliable copy trader? I mean, they're all reliable in a sense, but they're all going to have a couple issues. Again, just fill out the form. We're trying to keep the chat clean since we have a lot of people watching. Guys, fill out the form that's pinned. So just click the link and you fill out the form. It's much easier that way. And then I have your email already, so I know who you are, so I don't have to worry about getting scammed. Like, oh, I won the giveaway. Did you now? People used to do it a lot more. They don't do it as much, but they used to do it all. I used to get like, we do a giveaway and I'll get like 3 emails. I'm like, well, 2 of you guys are fake. Sometimes even all 3 because the main person didn't email me yet. Miss K. I got you, Miss K. No, you don't believe me, but market's kind of dead now. That's what sucks. Guys, to enter the giveaway, please. Miss K, can you type the link, copy the message, or no? Let me see. I closed the... That's the link, guys. That's the link. What is your X account name? Chris underscore Alpine. KRYS. Market just kind of became stagnant now. Ran out of steam. It was so nice earlier. First hour was freaking phenomenal. I know it doesn't look like it for a lot of people, but for me, this is ideal price action for me. Because that's like 100-point range, but volatile, whippy, not grinding. When it grinds, I don't do as well. When it trends, I definitely don't do as well. Trending days are actually my biggest weakness if you're new to the channel. You would think trending days would be the best days for a trader, but they're actually the worst. Unless that's all you like is trend. But you got to take advantage of it. If you don't take advantage of the trend day when it's trending, it's tough. That don't happen enough. And if you miss it, what do you do after that? Fill out the form, guys. Don't type Alpine in the chat. If you type Alpine, you're permanently banned from the giveaways for life. Let's see if they listen. Since the market's kind of slow, let's just do a giveaway in 5 minutes. How about that? My dad's going to be here probably in the next 20 minutes. Gotta fix the... So I had a water leak in the winter in the garage, so we fixed the pipe and then just got a spackle. And then we got one more valve to fix for the sprinklers in the basement. So that's the agenda today. I have so much stuff going on at the house this summer that I don't know how I'm going to enjoy this summer, to be honest. Still waiting for the final plans of the garage. It's taking forever now. The markets. How are you guys doing today? What percentage of eval accounts do you pass? I would say like 50%. It depends how aggressive I want to be, or I haven't done many evals lately. But I got 3 evals going right now. We'll see. Do you still YOLO? Not as much. I definitely YOLO in the sense where like I won't use a stop as often. I might size up and I look for a little bit bigger of a target, but I don't YOLO in one pass an eval one trade. I don't do that as much. I haven't done that in a long time. Especially now that you can't even hedge evals. I used to hedge evals um here and there, and it would at least get you like a jump start. It's like on TPT if you hedged evals, like like you could halfway pass guaranteed, and then you do the second half by itself. So that used to help. You can't hedge on pretty much any prop firm anymore, not even on evals. So that changed. But this is going back like a year ago. I've been very consistent last 4 months. Black Coffee Trader with a $3,600 day. Let's go. Much needed. Do I mess with Kalshi? No. I don't gamble at all. Day trading is enough of a gamble. I don't gamble, but I make a living out of gambling, so it's kind of funny how it goes. Trading is just different type of gambling. You have more control over certain factors, and now with prop firms, the edge is much higher, right? Without prop firms, the edge is much lower to succeed. You've always been scalping? Pretty much. Getting out of bed is a gamble at Alpine's age, yeah. Very true. Hey, I'm on the golf course a couple times a week. Had some golf balls flying by lately. Yesterday we had like 3 balls come to our area. I live well, I don't live close, but I drive by Newark Airport, many, many times over the year. And there's low flying planes there apparently. I could take off my roof. Good thing my 911's low. But my Sprinter van, which is where I would most likely be going that way if I was driving the Sprinter van, not the 911, unless I was going to a track. But low-lying planes are a danger now too. So Tyler just told me that Alpha Futures, the 2-minute hold time is only if it's under 10 ticks. So that's not bad. Uh, I'm older than him by a couple, and he calls me mom. Who? I do? If I do, I don't call you mom because of your age. I call you mom because of the comments you make, if anything. I can't recall any examples, but like you would tell me to go do something, and you know, that's what I was referring to. How old is my dad? Oh, putting me on the spot here. My dad is next month, June 4th. He is going to be 72. Is that right? Yeah, 72. Good news. Take Profit Trader is removing the blown accounts if you leave your orders out. Just announced. Breaking news. Dun, dun, dun. 5 o'clock. If you leave your order, it will automatically close. No more failed accounts. Let's make the tweet go viral. All right. What's your favorite song that people request the most? Or least favorite? I don't really have. I love all kinds of music. So for me, it's a very easy job. I like what people like. So if people are having a good time to songs I would never listen to, I'm still going to have a great time. You want to see like a playlist? I just did a meeting yesterday with a couple. Like this is like a sample playlist, what people like ask for, right? So you have Dancing Queen is pretty much on every playlist. It's a must play at weddings. Love Temperature, like it's pretty cool. So you have Gasolina, you have Tennessee Whiskey, you have Pink Pony Club, you have Every Time We Touch. So there's such a variety of music that it makes it great. You could just, play whatever and people are going to have a good time. Have I done an Indian wedding? Yes. I've never DJed an Indian wedding, but I've done many photo booth weddings. One of my friends is one of the most successful Indian DJs in the area, and I used to help him out with photo booths. What is the new rule in TPT? That if you leave your orders by mistake, you will not fail the account. The account will just automatically close the open orders. Alrighty, giveaway time, giveaway time, giveaway time. If you have not filled out the form that is pinned, you will not be in the giveaway. Market did. Also, if you don't follow me on Twitter, please follow me. I'm almost at 4,000. At 4,000 followers. You guys ready? What is my X name? I just typed it. Acris Alpine. Let's go. Let's see how many responses we have. 154 responses. I like that. All right. Giveaway is now happening. All righty. Let's get all the names. Raul was the first one to enter. And the last person to enter is, this gives me Alex Blanquet or Blanchett or Blanchetti. I don't know. Something. Butchered that last name, but that's the last person to enter. And let's get this race. Okay, here are all the names. Just scrolling slowly here. All right. Good luck, everyone. We're just going to do one race for 2 minutes. We're going to shuffle the cards. And then I guess if you have a 911 and you win, you will also get a hat. That's going to be the hat giveaway. If you're in the US. If you are in the US. I'll find out the shipping stuff for international. I don't know how that works. Never shipped anything internationally, so I don't know. Ba, 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 ba. Shuffling 5 times. Just so it's fair and square. Any 911s in the field? Oh yeah, we got a bunch. That is a lot of cars. That is correct. Good luck, everyone.
Hello, chat. My name is Golfy. Are you guys ready to go racing? Lights out, and away we go. Off we go racing with 154 cars. 2 minutes. Lots of 911s. They get a hat if they're in the US. Plus a TPT account. Who is it going to be? Happy Wednesday. Rainy Wednesday here in Jersey. Alright, down to just over a minute. So far, Hannah in the lead. In a McLaren. Remember guys, the Acura NSX has been the car to be in lately. Justin Trades NQ. Miss K in a white Ferrari. F1 Racing in an Acura NSX. He knows what's good. 40 seconds to go. Who is it going to be? Alpha Prime in the lead in a Ford GT at the moment. Car number 86. Adam in the Porsche 911. Car number 51. Alright, everyone's getting ready for that boost. Watch this. Go! Off they go, off they go. We got Edge Engine, we got TJ, we got Gary. Oh, someone is pulling forward. G-Mat Trades in the lead in his green blinding Ferrari. Is he going to do it? Oh my goodness, he's going to hold on to that lead for miles. Usually, when you get in the lead that early, you can't hold on. That is a green Ferrari 458. Congrats. G-Mat Trades. You are now a winner of Take Profit Trader 50K evaluation. And now, we're gonna race again for the hat. But if you're not in the US, unfortunately, you will not. You'll just get a big round of applause. And you obviously have to share the address with me for obvious reasons. But we're gonna race again. This time we're just gonna set it for 1 minute for an Alpine hat. All right, race number 2 for some merch. Quick race for 1 hat. Alpine hat. Tyler G's been repping it on Twitter if you follow him. Alrighty. Let's see, who is it going to be? Oh man. Matt Trades also in the lead for a little bit for his second race. Can he win 2 in a row? That would be something. We've had that happen recently, which was insane. Alright, the boost button has been activated. 10 seconds to go. Who is it going to be? You must live in the US. Oh, Dan. Dan. Now is Dan from the United States. Alright guys, congrats to the winners, and I'll be back probably next week or maybe tomorrow. We'll see if Alpine wants me to do a giveaway tomorrow. Friday there will be no stream. My name is Golfy, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Good job, Golf. Oh.
Good job, Golfy. Great job. Wow, they got some new races. I have their email, so that's what makes this good. So it's G. So it's Glenn, and then Dan was. So Matt, I'm gonna send TPT your email. They're gonna send you the but they don't notify you, so you gotta check the you have to check the credit bank on your TPT. Damn, market just fell asleep. I gotta flip all my Apex accounts still. Maybe we should do it now. Still gotta flip. Now I'm gonna check and do it manually, one by one. All right, guys, that's gonna be it. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. I'll do it again tomorrow. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And this market's dead. Not dead, it's just taking a nap. And what are we waiting for? All right, guys. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yep. If you're going to trade, wait for the lunchtime to be over. Come back for power hour.